So, feeding live fish to other fish, or to other monster fish, or any fish for that matter, big deal or not? I don't know, you tell me. Hi, welcome to another video. This video we're going to talk about feeding live fish to fish, or any type of fish or any type of animals. But before we go on, let me do the spiel. This is a channel about aquariums, and you can learn about aquariums or discuss aquariums. So if you're into that and you're new here, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you know when I make new videos, as well as do live streams. Let's talk a little about that, because maybe 13 years ago, when I was into this hobby, we cycled with live fish. We fed live fish. You go to the store and you go get feeder fish to feed certain types of other fishes that eat, live fish and stuff. And that was back then. Now, if you asked me back then if I had a problem with it, I probably would have said no. And I guess, I don't know. I guess I need your opinion on that. If you have one, please leave a comment down below. But what's changed? I mean, time's gone by. I got back into the hobby, and it just seems like feeding live fish or cycling with live fish or anything in that matter of fact isn't as popular anymore. And maybe it's because, and I'm just guessing, the tech's moved on. We found new ways to do things. Back then we didn't think about putting ammonia into the tank to cycle it. So the other option was using the snake oil treatment, which is basically buy those biochemical stuff that you get from any brand. Put it in your tank and then cycle your tank, and it's supposed to cycle it faster. Back then, it was just new. It was brand new. It was just introduced in the hobby, so it was just kind of like snake oil. Nowadays, I don't know, some people says it works, but we moved on past that. We've evolved past that in our hobby, where feeding live fish isn't just the option anymore. Let's just say that just isn't the option anymore. We could train our fish or kind of wean them into eating frozen foods and stuff like that much better than what we knew back then. When I've talked about cycling with live fish, I did get a couple comments about, oh no, you cycle with live fish, that's bad for the fish. Well, obviously I know that. That's the whole point of cycling a tank, and you get hardy fish that be able to withstand it. Now, I don't do that anymore, because that just isn't my thing, because there's other options to do it. Now that I have more tanks set up, now there's other ways, like putting ammonia and using old cycle media that's already been cycled in the tank to jump start the cycle on your tank and stuff like that. There's really no need to actually use live fish to cycle. But the other thing that we're talking about is feeding live fish to other fishes. And some people say, well, it's natural. Well, is it really natural? You're buying, goldfish feeder fish to feed, like, say, an arowana or something like that. Do they have access to goldfish in their natural environment? They probably do, they probably don't. I don't know that part of the arowana. But the whole point is, do we even need to do that anymore? I mean, if you watch Joey's channel, he feeds his fish that usually eats live fish, just, regular frozen fish or his own concoctions that he makes that's just as good for the fish as feeding live fish to them. So I think the big question is, for you anyways, and which I like to hear about, is what do you think about that? Do you believe in feeding live fish to other fishes, or cycling with live fishes? Why not? I would like to hear about that. Really interested in it. But for me, nowadays, there's just other options. There really is no point in doing that anymore. Now, I've seen some videos. It made me kind of cringe. It made me feel real bad, because I've seen this video where the guy had a video of a puffer. They put a little baby turtle in it. I don't know if it's a baby turtle or just a little turtle, whatever. It was cute, okay? And then you just see it demolish it. I mean, literally demolish it. And the thing was just struggling to get away. Part of it got, like, literally one chomp, like a quarter of it was gone in the hind, the turtle. It was kind of horrible, yet morbidly fascinating to see. It's something that I don't want to see again, because I felt really bad for the baby turtle because it was cute. And is that another thing? Do we judge it based on how cute the animal is? Because you kind of have to agree that we seem to have more sympathy for the cuter animals. something that's fuzzy, furry, or whatever, something that's cute. We seem to like connect more with that type of thing. And then, you know, we say, oh, that's so bad, I can't see me. But that's kind of the way it works in nature. You know, they eat rabbits or they eat cute mice or what have you. And then when you see it, it just totally breaks your heart, you know, or at least makes you feel bad. At least I hope it does make some people feel bad. Now, I have a friend that had snakes, and he would feed rats to him, mice and rats. And I was over there one time, and he showed me how he fed them. I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna throw that live rat in there. He goes, yeah, you know, but he didn't really throw it in there. What he did was, he's like, no, I don't throw him in there because I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he didn't want to, like, you know, see a live animal get squeezed to death or, you know, bitten to death or what have you. But so his point was because he didn't want the rat or the mice or the mouse, sorry, to scratch his scales. So that was his reasoning. So what he did was he took a pen or something. I don't know, some way he did it. He said it's more humane to do it this way. Was he took a pen and then he just snapped his neck and then fed it to his snake. Which, you know, to me, that something like that, yeah, I feel bad, but then I'm like, you know, that's just part of nature. If you're going to keep a snake, you got to kind of feed it what it eats, right? And of course, most people nowadays try the frozen stuff. See, I'm not a reptile guy, so I can't tell. No, that's one of those things. So I like mice. They're cute. I like rats. I mean, assuming that they're not the sewer ones that live in New York, because those aren't rats. Those are like sewer cats. I don't know what else you would call them because they're huge. I saw them when I was over there. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way these are like real rats. These are like mutated rats. It's like nuts. But anyways, beyond the point, is it because we have these connections with the fuzzy ones? You know what I'm saying? Because insects, we don't have a problem with feeding insects to things, but insects still life, I guess, in a way. We don't have problems feeding worms or fish or salamanders or axolotls. But that's still life. So are we being hypocritical in that way? Don't know. Could be. Maybe not. Maybe we just have just that affinity for the cute ones. Or maybe some of us just feel like, hey, it's just part of life. It's part of the circle of life. And I'm not going to break into song here. Thank God for you guys. But I would like to hear your opinion. What do you think about that? Feeding live fish or live animals to another animal? Okay, as well as your opinions on why. What is it and why? I would like to hear about it. So leave a comment down below. Let me know. Let others know. Let's see where we all sit on this. And thank you for joining me in another video. I love you guys. Stay wet with your tanks. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. The fish was doing the thing.